What's up guys, and welcome back. The chapter we're playing today is called Those Who Are Worthy and involves Drake and Sam diving deeper into the cave system below the church. So we're going to have to do a couple puzzles and a lot of platforming before we make our daring escape. So please remember to like and subscribe.
So who do you think these guys are?
Those who prove false, I guess. I think Avery or Thomas too are just trying to scare us.
Good thing we're jaded treasure hunters.
Alrighty, so our goal this episode is to explore the cave thoroughly.
Not as safe as the others.
It's okay, it's holding, come on.
Like any cave, I'm expecting there to be a lot of climbing and probably a couple puzzles thrown in there as well. Overall, it should be a really fun episode.
These bridges are clearly not built.
There they are. Pirate code.
Besides climbing and puzzles, we're definitely going to run into Shoreline as well, because I think this is the final episode we're going to have that takes place in Scotland, which means Shoreline needs some direction in order to find out where to go next.
Well, we're not going back that way.
At least we didn't get dropped in a pit or something.
Here we have our first puzzle of the day. Doesn't look too intricate.
This is elaborate.
Found another. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the hand out. Whoa. Jesus.
It's a pretty elaborate test. Trial.
Yeah. And this guy clearly failed.
Then let's do better. There's something on the bottom there.
It's a bucket.
Huh. Okay. Now what?
Bucket filled.
All right, pass it up to me. Put it back in that big wheel thingy.
All right, let's see what these wheels do. Okay, I think I see what's going on here.
Something with the three crosses?
Yeah. I'm guessing we're looking at Jesus, our good thief Dismas, and the jerk thief Gestus.
I figure the white cross is Dismas.
So the black one is Gestus.
We're pretty much done the puzzle already. We just need to get that black cross on the right side of Jesus, and also put that bucket up top, because as you can see there's a chute up there, and the water has to pour down that to, I think, work the mechanism of the door.
Think that's it?
You try pulling the switch.
I could.
Check it out. Something up there moved when you put the bucket on top.
There's a channel running from the mechanism to the door.
Okay, so bucket on top is good. Keep it there.
Okay, that's gotta be it.
Nathan, look. I think you got it.
All right, see? No shishkinates, no naked kebabs today.
So, if that was a test, what do you suppose it was testing exactly? Filling a bucket?
I had to know about St. Dismas, whom I bet Avery and all of his crew were intimately familiar with.
Not that hard of a test.
Maybe it's not the only one.
In my opinion, I don't think the Panamanian Butcher is anything to worry about if they successfully find the treasure. He just wants a piece of it, and $200 million to a drug lord like him is actually not that much money.
Okay, I'm guessing we need to get up to that broken bridge.
Hey, come here. I'll boost you up there.
To continue on with the what-if scenario, I think that the real issue here is Rafe in the story, because he's not going to continue pursuing Drake even if they find the treasure.
Okay, I got something for you up here. Use this to reach those handholds on the wall over there.
Good call.
Follow me!
Just because Drake and Sam find the treasure, that doesn't mean the story ends there with Rafe. He's going to continue coming after them until he gets what he wants. So in that sense, he's just as dangerous as the Panamanian butcher.
They're sure not making this easy, are they?
I imagine it was easier when all the bridges and walkways weren't broken.
I guess we're a couple 100 years late. Let's see what's in here. There's a low ceiling here. Watch it. Ow!
Watch my
Can it? I see some light through here. Ah, catacombs.
That makes sense. I mean, we're under a cathedral. Hold on. What? Listen.
Anything noteworthy by the dormitories?
Not unless you count some cleverly worded headstones.
Have you finished digging by the chapter house?
We have, ma'am. The northwest sites are wide open as well.
And what about the southern perimeter?
Not yet. It'll take us a day to move the crane over there.
Nadine.
Make it happen. In the meantime, see what you can dig up without it.
I'll send a couple of men over right away.
Good. Rafe, any luck with those manuscripts?
Can we have a minute?
Keep me updated.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear? They found a whole annexed area under the cathedral.
I did. Have you seen it?
No? Why?
Because there wasn't much left after they'd finished finding it.
My men have been a bit liberal with the
They're like
dynamite.
100 well-armed bulls in a china shop.
But they've made more progress in 2 days than we've made in months.
Progress. I can't analyze rubble.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll let them know they need to give you a heads up before they do anything drastic.
Or you can tell them to sit tight until I analyze the few clues that haven't been blown up.
No, we can't sit around waiting any longer.
All due respect, I think I have a bit more experience with this sort of thing than you do.
We tried things your way.
Bullshit. You've been wanting to level this place ever since we got here.
No! I wanted to steal that cross long before it ever even made it to that auction. The same auction where I couldn't have my men around to deal with any surprises.
The auction was the cleanest way to
But
get the cross.
instead of going with my gut, I listened to you. And now we have competition.
Oh, well, I didn't think he'd show up.
Or maybe you wanted to draw him out.
Why the hell would I do that?
Because you think you need him. And maybe you do. Point is, I'm done trying to do things the clean way. If the treasure is here, we'll find it. And if not, well... maybe it's time to move on, huh? Hey. It's not personal.
Of course.
I'll let you know if anything turns up.
Let's get moving before they blow that treasure to bits.
Oh, stop making out.
Wait. You think she was right, though? About what? About Rafe wanting to draw you out. As long as he doesn't get the upper hand. cares? Doesn't matter.
What annexed area you suppose they were talking about?
There's gotta be some side chamber because we're the only ones here.
Let's talk about that cutscene for a second because I think it was fairly interesting. Nadine and Sam both think that Rafe wants to draw Drake out because he needs him to find the treasure, and that's not the case. Think about Uncharted 2. Drake had something that was needed to find the treasure, the sacrificial dagger. Uncharted 3, you need the decoder to find the treasure. There's always something that you needed to find the treasure. That isn't something that is happening in this game. You don't need anything.
A little too high to jump up there unless you got a trampoline.
Left it in my backyard.
Oh, darn. Hey, you had a trampoline?
I wish.
There's no doubt in my mind that the partnership between Rafe and Nadine would find them the treasure after a certain amount of time. It's inevitable.
Hang on. One crate coming up.
Why, thank you, good sir. Jesus.
Well, we're definitely getting closer to the cathedral. Gotta say, this is far more sophisticated than I was expecting.
Me too. Must have taken years to build.
I spared no expense to hide 400 million bucks. Here goes nothing.
Good thing you're not heavier than the crate.
Okay. We can hook our ropes onto this.
That'll work.
Let's go back to Rafe's motivation and wanting to quote-unquote draw Drake out. The reason why he wants Drake out in the open is because he wants competition to find the treasure. He wants to prove to people that he's not just some rich kid who was given everything in life. Let's be real here, the only difference that's happened in the last 15 years for Rafe was that he is now working with Shoreline. So what are people going to think when he finds the treasure with their help? They're going to think that Shoreline did everything, and again, he's going to have no respect.
Who needs bridges?
Oh, no, I wouldn't mind bridges, per se.
Well, can't go through there.
So how do we get through?
Over here. If this place wasn't completely falling apart, we'd probably be trapped again.
Look around you.
Holy crap. This must have been another test, but it all just crumbled into the ocean.
Well, I guess the test now is... How the hell do we get to the other side?
April 1701, let it be known that I, Thomas Howard, Captain of the Dauntless, am a gullible fool. It started with the cross, a cryptic message from my old compatriot, with a vague promise of paradise. I was skeptical, but the thought of living the remainder of my days at home, wondering what might have been, was too much to bear. One does not ignore a letter from the King of the Pirates. I survived being marooned off the coast of Madagascar. I survived the attack of the East Indiaman Pembroke. But I will not survive this. My leg is broken and my crew, too cowardly to set foot in these damn caves, cannot hear my calls for help. Who could have imagined my deeds would bring me here to die a noble death so far from home? May God himself curse you, Henry Avery, and may my ghost haunt you the rest of your days.
That really safe-looking wooden seesaw thing might do the trick.
Worth a shot. Well, here goes nothing.
Nathan, stop! You won't make it. You're too low. Come on back to this side. I'll weigh it down.
Made it!
All right. Now, what about me?
Right, just let me look around.
Cool. Cool, I'll just hang out here, Check out all that machinery. You know, it really makes you appreciate everything that goes into making one of these death traps.
Don't be glib.
Who's being glib? This is a marvel of human engineering. Any luck?
Yeah, give me a sec. Okay, I found something to weigh down the seesaw.
Excellent. You sure that'll work?
It's heavier than I am.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. There we go.
Blow it up!
Hey, nice air time. Oh, crap.
I got you.
There, thanks.
There's another test down.
At this point, I'd rather take another death trap.
At this point, I hope we're at the end of this thing.
Okay, getting a bit dramatic with the statues here.
Seriously, why decorate a treasure burial site?
Or build elaborate tests. Ugh. I'll never get used to this.
It's another cross. At least this one has some jewels on it, right?
Whoa, don't touch it.
What? Why?
Look at it. It's the only valuable thing we've seen in this cave.
Right.
This is another test.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or lack thereof.
Okay, so...
It's gotta be the coins.
Are we sure about this?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure we'll have to do.
Just one now.
Agreed. I got it. Please don't be a trap.
You recognize the shape?
It's Madagascar. Look.
Star right here.
It's King's Bay.
Yes, it is.
Son of a bitch. He's screwing with us.
What are you talking about?
Avery. He's screwing with us. This was supposed to be it, so where's the goddamn treasure, huh? I mean, King's Bay, great. Well, what's next? North Pole? Outer space? Nathan.
For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits. He was recruiting.
Who was recruiting?
Avery was recruiting.
Recruiting for what?
Ah, crap.
You gentlemen are very, very noisy. Guns on the floor. Slowly. Must have known you from last time.
Throw me out a window didn't do it for you?
Rafe. Rafe, come in.
I'm at the graveyard. Nadine, hey, we're here.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
What? Where are you?
Come back to the cathedral. Follow the holes.
I'm on my way. And for God's sakes, don't shoot him yet.
Might want to hurry then. King's Bay.
Yeah, but, where in King's Bay? You'll need that cross over there to figure it out, but there's only 2 people that can tell you how to use it.
Let me guess. You two.
I'm gonna leave it to Rafe. You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Sorry, boys. I'm not here to negotiate. Bring me the crucifix.
It's not a crucifix.
What?
Well, technically, a crucifix refers to a cross that... You know what? Never mind.
Don't touch it! Stop!
chance. Come on, come on. Like that? Stay down. Shit! That's for you. What's the plan? I'm working on it. We gotta go up to get out. Here we go. No. That works. Hey, Sam! Coming! Man, we really kicked the hornet's nest, didn't we? Yeah, we kicked it, punched it, and set it on fire. Down one! It's too close. Hey! I've got them!
God damn it, Nate, I can hear the fireworks from here. What the hell's going on?
Long story. Short version is get us the hell out of here.
Yeah, figured. Hold tight. Be there as soon as I can.
Oh, hell. Sam! Watch the turret! Shot, little brother. One down. That's it. Let's keep moving. Oh shit, Sam, sniper! Fight cover! Damn! Hit him! Keep running! Don't stop! Is this how it always is for you? No! Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Yes, definitely. I'll take that! Wasn't Victor saying the weather is lovely this time of year? I can't see shit! Just keep heading down until we hit the water! Sam! Down here! Forget about that, man! Keep moving!
Boys, they're shooting at my plane. Hurry the hell up, or your ride's gonna sink.
Here we go. Now, get ready. No, this is gonna stop. Slowly, get her going. Go, go. That was a close one, huh?
They shot up my goddamn plane, Nathan.
We're fine, thanks.
How soon can you get us to Madagascar?
No treasure, then.
Not yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we're rich.
Jesus. Suppose it's a start. You think the rest is in Madagascar?
Well, there was a chamber back there with a giant map of Madagascar on the floor, so... yeah, it's probably there.
This is beginning to smell a whole lot like wild goose, kid.
Look, the treasure was never in Scotland, okay?
Then what was the point of all that, huh? Of the St. Dismas
Look,
cross?
it's like I said. I think Avery was recruiting people. The cross was an invitation. The caves were just some sort of initiation.
Oh, so we all passed, huh? Congrats, Victor. We get eye patches and parrots now.
I don't get it. Why the hell would they go to all that bother just to weed people out?
To protect himself. Look, Avery was the most wanted man in the world at that time. He had to enlist people that he could trust in order to keep their treasure secret.
What do you mean, their treasure?
Just think about this. Thomas, too, was a successful pirate in his own right. What would he possibly stand to gain from joining Avery? I think Avery sent out crosses only to the other wealthy pirates like himself. What if they pooled and hid all their treasure together?
That would make the Gunsway all look like chump change.
Exactly.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, so where exactly in Madagascar are we going?
Kings Bay. It was an old pirate haven back in Avery's time.
I know it well. It's a big place. Anything more specific?
Well, that map chamber completely caved in, so, you know... What are you laughing about?
The people who survived the caves, the recruits. What's the one thing they would have left with?
There's a volcano on this.
There's a volcano near Kings Bay. Which means we need to get a move on.
Hey! Hey, Nate?
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi, I've been trying to get a hold of you. Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Well, you know, the news. There's been all that flooding. Maybe going to Malaysia during the monsoon season wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, right. Right, yeah, it grounded us for sure. You know, had some equipment failure, but, you know, no one's hurt or anything.
Well, as long as you guys are safe. So, are you gonna start work tomorrow?
Postponed, actually. Looks like we're gonna need maybe another 10 days or so.
Ugh, 10 days. Hey, well, why don't I just, go ahead and buy a ticket then?
You know, you don't have to do that. It's fine. I mean, you know, these guys always overestimate things. I'm sure it'll be less time than that.
Okay, well, you know, don't rush. Make sure that you're safe.
Oh, I will. Always do. Listen, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Jameson's calling me over.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.